So, weiter geht's mit Genshin. Und ja, heute Abend irgendwie, ich habe nichts anderes zu tun. Nicht so wirklich. Und dachte mir, ich könnte jetzt ja vor 4.0 eventuell noch die Gespräche mit den NPCs zu Ende bringen in Sumeru. Und ja, soweit ich mich erinnere, in der letzten Aufnahme, die ich jetzt gerade gemacht habe, hatte ich die letzten World Quests, die ich bekommen habe, noch gemacht. Ähm, Ich muss echt nochmal nach Inazuma, weil in Inazuma gibt es anscheinend noch irgendwelche Gourmet-Quests, mit denen ich hier in Sumeru noch die letzte Quest triggern kann. Die hätte ich echt gerne noch irgendwie mit in diesen Patch-Zyklus, also für 3.8 eigentlich. Aber das ist halt random mit den Daily Quests. Muss am Wiki gucken, ob ich dazu was finde. Ja, auf jeden Fall, Sumeru City habe ich fertig, Palestine habe ich fertig, das Ding habe ich fertig. Bannerana habe ich gemacht, als ich da war. Gandavaville habe ich gemacht, als ich da war. Die Mara Village habe ich gemacht, als ich da war und auch nebenbei, glaube ich, so ein bisschen. Leider ist nur noch Caravan Ribat. Genau, stimmt, Aro Village habe ich auch gemacht. Ja, Caravan Ribat und Port Ormos. Ich würde jetzt sagen, ich mache jetzt ungefähr bis allerhöchstens 12 Uhr heute noch was hier. Oder halt, ja, Caravan Ribat zumindest. Je nachdem. Zack. So, du willst schon mal nicht reden, das ist nett. Hm. Gianni, Researcher. Und Dunja. I'll just go around the outskirts and I promise not to break the rules and head inside, alright? As both a researcher and a doctor, I don't recommend that you go there. It was once a hospital that Acmea used to study Elazar. Entry to its ruins is prohibited now. Oh, come on, I study history, so I know all about it already. I just get the feeling that I discover something, as long as I can actually visit the place. And I think that you are trying to do something unnecessary. I mean, hasn't Elazar essentially vanished due to Lesser Lord Xnali's power? Even people from the nearby Aro village rarely pass that way. So I'd wager that there's some other dangerous present there too. You know what? There's no winning an argument against you. The way I see it, so you medical people are just too careful. Okay, gefällt mir, wenn schon mehrere Leute auf einmal reden wollen. Du willst auch nicht reden? Ginji, Merchant. My friend, you can resupply here before you venture into the desert. I didn't expect to run into someone from Leroy here. To be honest, I didn't expect to stay here for so long either. My plan was to try my luck in the desert and maybe make some money. But I found out that many had the same idea. It was only after they arrived here that many realized they forgot to bring this or didn't prepare that. I gave it some thought and decided to do business here in Karen Rebel instead. And I specialize in giving adventurers a chance to resupply before venturing into the desert. How's business? Besides my mysterious product called Ultra Supreme Survivor Bundle against Ultimate Sandstorm that occasionally takes some of my business, I'm actually doing well. Luckily, the merchant who sells it is difficult to find and is rarely seen, so it doesn't really affect my income. Now that I think about it, I was right to abandon my plan to venture into the desert. With substantial risks come substantial profits, but one should not be blinded by the benefit and overlook the danger, don't you think? Mhm. Ich nehme erstmal den Hauptweg hier unten.
And that.
Archia. My shopping went pretty well this time. I've almost bought everything I need. So what are you buying? Nothing special, just some daily necessities. I live in our village near the desert. It does have a sufficient supply of underground water, but other supplies are not that sufficient, so I regularly travel to Caravan Ribat to purchase daily necessities. This place is close to the desert and packed with merchants, so it's convenient to buy just about anything here. About Aro village. If you head toward the western desert from Caravan Ribat, you should pass by Aro village if you don't stray too far from the path. Life there is simple and bound by some traditional rules and regulations, but I'm really fond of the unique comforts of a small village that it presents. Everyone in the village is very friendly. It doesn't matter if you are a lost adventurer or an exiled researcher. We are willing to take you in all the same. Of course, you must have no malice towards the village, otherwise prepare to face the wrath of Candace. Ja. Das könnte schneller gehen als gedacht. Harvard, Merchant. I guess I rest around the pit stop once I'm done here. Too bad I can't see that flower again. No. You are? Hello, I'm a traveling merchant who sells desert specialties. Unfortunately, I only brought a few items with me this time, and they have been booked. But if you're interested, you can take a look for the moment. What are your best sellers? Argina nut. Sumero nuts have been the most in demand lately. Sumero nuts are a common crop that the people of the desert use to plant. They make pretty good desserts and candy because of their high sugar content. Nüsse mit Zucker. Ich weiß ja nicht, irgendwie klingt komisch. Sweets make people happy, so I guess that's where its popularity comes from. I hear the research from the Academia are even trying to find out which type of light produces sweeter Sumero nuts. I really look forward to their results. Mal gucken, wie ich das durchziehen kann, die Dinger Sumero nuts zu nennen. Look at these nuts. Ja. Okay, du redest nicht, das ist gut. Baharak, Adventurer. The previous adventure failed, but it's not the right time to give up. But now that we have the sponsorship from Mr. Vikram, it's bound to be successful this time. The previous adventure? The last time, the time before, and the time before, it's always for the traces of King Dashwood's kin. You are here at Karan Rebut. I presume you have heard of the legend of King Dashwood among desert inhabitants. The true god of wisdom. In the ancient times he was long forgotten. I don't know if this is true or not. That sounds like King Dashwood was a god with many followers, right? Stimmt, im Endeffekt sind ja die Wüstenleute hier genauso wie die Leute auf Watatsumi. Anderer Gott und so, gleiches Land, aber ja, okay. So even if King Dashwood doesn't exist anymore. Wie hieß nochmal sein anderer Name? Al-Ahmar? Genau. Doesn't exist anymore. There could still be some kin left, like a dragon or something. Oh, perhaps a fox? Fox doesn't seem formidable for me. An adventurer should have high expectations. Let's say dragons top all elemental creatures. Of course, you can set a bigger goal, but better address the actual problem first. Anyways, my first little goal is not to get lost outside our village just yet. Young lady in the village is quite kind, but it'd be embarrassing to travel here all the time. The young lady? Well, she's a nice person. She helped me out when I was lost in the desert. When we first met, I was in shambles. She didn't recognize me in my green adventurer suit. She took me back to the village and gave me food and water after I explained to her what happened. And after that, I bothered her several times. So if you're in danger in the desert, head to our village for help. She has a different color in each eye. You'll know at the sight of her. Ja, kennt es halt. Safi. Nicht Sadi, sondern Safi. Hello, are you going to your city? Do you need a bodyguard? I was the one who escorted Goha into the city. I don't need one, thanks. Hat nicht irgendwann gerade noch eine zweite Dingens gehabt? Ich glaube. I don't need one, thanks. Oh, you're confident. If you're that strong, why don't you join the Eremites? You will have a pretty good life if you can handle security jobs or escorting cargoes. I think Brother Ibak is doing it for our safety, but he always gives us jobs that don't require traveling to the city or facing any danger. I can't deny that it's easy, but it's so boring. Even window shopping and counting hara fruits would be more interesting than those commissions. Goha? Oh, sorry, forgot others don't know about Goha. She's a beautiful lady that everyone here in Karanbad likes. Whoever meets her can't help but say a few words of praise to her. It's a pity you can't get to meet her in person. Some weeks ago she received a letter from a dusk bird. Then she asked me to send her to Sumero City. It was so much fun. I mean, it was an unforgettable work experience. Also so die zwei Optionen. Bla bla bla. Ja. Mr. Vikram? Yes, a generous aetiology. Aha, war Humana Researcher. He is very interested in the legends of King Dashwood and has helped many adventurers. My adventure this time has been sponsored by him. I'm here helping him look for someone at Karanbad and pass on a message. But the girl he's looking for seemed to have received a Duskbird and gone to Sumero City already. Did I get it wrong? Okay. Hast du auch noch eine zweite Option? Nö. Vor allem, ich bin jetzt gerade... Ah, scheiße, ich bin ja gerade bei Nacht jetzt hier, kann das sein? Ich gehe auch davon aus, dass hier bei Nacht die gleichen Texte wie am Tag sind. In der kleinen Stadt hier. Wo sollen sie auch großartig hin? Mazia, Employee, Gilded Journey. Nice. I'll call a day and report back to my aunt. Your aunt, you say? Yes, she runs a hotel. There's only one in Karani, so it should be pretty easy to find. I used to live in the city with my parents, but I really didn't have any a thing for school. It was annoying to be pushed by them every day, so I came here to work with my aunt. I learned a lot with her. And I'm getting more skilled at bargaining with vendors than ever. Irgendwie ist die Luft voll trocken. Boah. Even if the cash terminals were still around, that wasn't something they could have taught you. Are you heading back? Not now. I just passed a camp of Eremites, and he was not there. Maybe he went to the hotel looking for me for a drink. To be honest, most Sumeru people look like to drink, but I'm not used to alcohol. I will feel dizzy after just half a glass. Would it be a lack of decorum to refuse an Eremite? He often comes to invite me for a drink, and I should care about his feelings. I'll just stay out of his sight for now. Okay. Rayla, researcher. Every result has a reason, and every reason has a consequence. Was it so too difficult to understand? Ah, it's fine. That's what everyone thinks. You're not the first, and definitely not the last. Just like my research, it doesn't matter if I think forward or go backward. The possibilities are always infinite. You're carrying out research here? Knowledge does not change with locale, and locale does not change with knowledge. Rainforest and desert, permit and prohibition, wisdom and ignorance, life and death. Everything in the world is just like that. Belohnung? Sounds reasonable, but doesn't quite make sense in the meantime. That means you have reached the threshold of wisdom. Good, good. You are clever, even better than my scholars. Guide to Ingenuity. Sind hier unten welche? I don't think so. Gut. Doop-di-doop-di-doo. Stimmt. Wanderer und Lynette zusammen. Dann hat man auch die Anemo-Dingens. Resonanz. Here, errant mercenary. You, not dead. Thanks? No need to thank me. I wasn't praising you. It's just an objective evaluation of your skill. Sometimes the more capable a person is, the more dangerous they are too, right? I may just be in charge of logistics, but I can never be too careful. Ja. Okay.
Quit following me.
Eibug. Ach, das war der Freund von, hier, Vizekatzchen. Ja, glaube ich. My sister, Safi, seems to have gone missing again. Läuft unten rum. Are you looking for someone? Yes. Ah, please don't get me wrong. Safi isn't my real sister. It's because we are in a very close-knit group, so we call each other brother and sister. Our group just received a few new commissions, and one of them really suits her, but she's nowhere to be found. I guess she wandered off somewhere again. Why don't you do it yourself? That won't be necessary. We're not that short-handed. I'm leader of the Eremites in Karani, but it's best if I stay to supervise public safety here and carry out the maintenance of the Wall of Samuel. Maintenance? Warum wollte diese Wand eigentlich... Ja gut, damit der Sand nicht in den Wald rüber weht. Okay, fairerweise. Aber hatte nicht irgendwann mal gesagt, diese Wand wirkt wie eine Art Schutzwall, um die Leute draußen zu halten? Naja. Those are basic orders from the Academia, and I can deal with them on my own. As for the other commissions, my brothers and sisters can see to them. If all of us can make money, we'll live happily together. Need my help? It's okay, it's not an emergency. No need to bother anyone else. And she should be able to take care of herself on her own. But you'd better watch yourself. In this place, quite a lot of people come and go. If you know what I mean. Dinam. Hello, how can I help you? Who are you? The Academia sent me here to take charge of overseeing and maintaining the fortification work at the desert's edge. I usually stay in the pit stop. The rainforest is of utmost importance to the lives of Sumeru's people. We can't allow the desert to erode it. Wall of Samuel is our key defense against the sandstorm. We must practice thorough and effective defense with it. Ah, okay, gut. Geht nicht um die Leute, ging es auch nie, es geht nur um den Sand.
The wind rises.
Halbwegs nachvollziehbar sogar. Zack. Nö. Ich frage mich, ob man irgendwann mal für ihn einen Skin bekommt, wo man ihm sein altes Outfit geben kann. Aber gut. Muss nicht. Flower hat auch irgendwie was. Oh, bin ich echt gleich schon mit Kavallerie durch? 15 Minuten? Wirklich? Bulletin Board. Achso, das sind ja immer so zigtausend neue Nachrichten dann. Young people overthink everything these days. Hadn't it been before the Dendrocon, we our villagers would have long been skeletons under the ruins of those temples. I overheard someone say that King Dashwood might come back to life. How absurd. Better get to our work now. We can't afford to live with the few supplies delivered to our village every month. Ja, okay, gut. Ich spreche das Ding jetzt nicht noch ein paar mehr an, weil ich habe keinen Bock auf weitere Texte. Ma Asudi, Researcher. It's time to hire new mercenaries for the next study. Another bill to pay. Is there anything of note nearby? Sorry, I've been busy recently, worrying all day about the funding for my research. I haven't been paying much attention to what's happening around me. Okay. Are you caught short financially? Sort of. Instead of saying I don't have enough money, it's more accurate to say that the allocated funds are always delayed. Because I travel to the desert frequently to investigate the ruins mechanisms, I've already taken up residence in Kara and Vibat, just to save on the travel costs. Even so, I still have to pay out of pocket. Is Akemiya doing this to warn us against going deep into the desert? Maybe I'm just overthinking and Akemiya is just too poor. If I'd known this would happen, I would have taken a job for the fortifications instead. Nasir. You're here. Oh, you're not him. Are you waiting for someone? Oh yes, I'm waiting for the boss lady's nephew. Boss lady's nephew. He can't really hold his alcohol, but he's pretty good at cards. Boss Lady. Dia? Und Dias Neffe. Aha. I brought some nice booze to share with him, but he isn't in. What a pity. Ach so. Ah nee, okay. Der Typ unten, der sich drückt. Okay. I was planning to have a look at that funky deck of his. Why do people have to work? There's no time to eat, drink and play with friends when you're working. Maybe he's tied up. Probably. He does sometimes say, I'm not an idler, buddy. Then he will deal with the affairs of the hotel business. Drinking alone is really not fun. Not to mention it's also a waste of delicious grilled meat. Why don't you take it while it's still fresh? Find a friend to share this with. Don't be like me. Okay, Tandoori Roast Chicken. So, ist hier irgendwo hinterm Haus eine Kiste, die ich übersehen habe irgendwann? Nö. Marianne, owner Guild Journey. Hello dear, do you need a place to rest? What is this place? This is the Guild Journey, and I'm the owner of this hotel. Don't worry, I won't demand an exorbitant price, just because I own the only hotel in Kara and Vibat, so please rest at ease. Of course you can also rent a room from a local or a traveling researcher around here. But because the place is a pit stop, the people that come here, it's a mixed bag. So keep your eyes wide open when you're selecting a place to stay. Thank you for your kind reminder. Think nothing of it. Traveling is physically demanding. The most important things to have on your trip are adequate food and a safe shelter. And these are the least we can do for our guests. Okay. Ja, jetzt merke ich gerade wieder. Jetzt habe ich gerade. Stimmt, in dieser Aufnahme. Oh mein Gott, diese Aufnahme wird ja gegen Ende der Playlist kommen. Vor 4.0 wahrscheinlich. Und ja, in den letzten Sumero-Videos, die hier vorlang kommen werden, da habe ich ja, glaube ich, nicht direkt über die Ruckler in den Aufnahmen rumgeheult. Also doch, habe ich schon, aber nicht über die, die ich aktuell dann immer hatte. Aktuell habe ich die Wahl zwischen random, extreme, harte Ruckler, die fast schon wie Screen-Tearing wirken. In, ja, random Abständen. Können immer auftauchen, plus Slowdowns. Oder ich habe die aktuelle Variante, wo ich einfach so einen harten Slowdown habe, wo das Bild hinterher ruckelt so ein bisschen. Wie jetzt gerade eben. Aber auch nur kurz. Ich glaube, das ist aktuell die beste Variante, die ich habe. Aber gut. Ja gut, das war schon mit Karaman Ribat. Das waren mal gerade 20 Minuten. Und jetzt ist es Tag. Sind jetzt hier andere Leute, mit denen ich reden kann? Wahrscheinlich nicht, oder? Nö, immer noch die beiden. deren Gedanken lesen. Kein Bock jetzt drauf. Könnte ich, aber will ich nicht.
The wind rises.
Nö, sind die gleichen Leute, die hier reden wollen und können. Bei Tag und Nacht. Gut, ja, Port Ormos. Ich überleg gerade. Wenn ich mit Port Ormos jetzt auch schon anfange, werde ich dann ja, keine Ahnung, ich könnte einfach die rechte Seite hier machen. Die ist relativ klein. Vielleicht noch den Steg hier hinten. Ja, Gott, ja, kann ich machen. Es müsste ja auch eigentlich jetzt gerade Tag sein, oder? 10 Uhr morgens, ja, passt. Da ich jetzt hier oben gerade eh schon stehe, würde ich auch hier oben anfangen. Ganz kurz gucken, ob die hier reden wollen. Nö. Die auch nicht. Gut.
Squall and fury.
Ihr wollt nicht reden, du willst reden. Klasse. Jazari. Ach, warte mal. Habe ich nicht dich heute in der Daily Quest gehabt? Oh mein Gott, das heißt, die Typen aus der Daily Quest, die findet man nicht echt als NPCs in der Welt.
Jazari has a nice ring to it.
Jazari. Das war der Typ, der seinen komischen Ausguck da vorne irgendwo hat auf einem der Berge. Aha, I will definitely become the greatest researcher of my era if I finish organizing the manuscripts of Pir Kavikavus. Not only will I be promoted to Herbert, I could even be addressed as Pir Jazari. So, Pir is a title? Isn't it? I'm not too sure either. Only the Haratat fellows care about these things. The Ikshariba are only concerned about genuine techniques. Ja, wow, okay. About Sumero cuisine. I don't remember promising to treat you guys to any Sumero cuisine. But since you have helped me out lots, I don't mind treating you to a meal of curry shrimp or something similar. But let's wait until my results have been published successfully. I make sure to fill your bellies, be it a curry shrimp or even tandoori roast chicken. Okay, also auf Deutsch, wir kriegen das Essen nie. Ich liebe NPCs, die nur rumstehen und nicht reden wollen. Sare, Hotel Manager. Thank you for choosing to stay with us. If you require any assistance, please let me know. What is this place? This inn was opened by my father and I am the hostess. If you would like to stay here, please register your name, number of guests, reason for your stay and number of days you'll be staying. Also, Reason geht euch eigentlich gar nichts an, aber okay. Oh, of course, if you don't want to leave your information, that's fine too. The registration is just for us to provide you with better service. By the way, you can use the elevator in front of the inn, whether you are a guest or not, so you don't have to climb up the long incline. But if you're afraid of heights, there's nothing we can do. Oh yes, did you see a researcher with messy hair and dirty clothes on the way here? No, I didn't. Okay, he might have left Port Ormos. His name is Amandeep, and he's a researcher who's lived here for a very long time. He makes a living by mentoring young researchers writing papers. A few days ago, I think it was the day the sea monsters were out and about. He went out and didn't come back without settling his bill with us. I'm not looking for him to settle his bill though. I'm just worried that he is in some sort of trouble because he just disappeared so suddenly. I've asked everyone in Port Ormos to help look for him, but to no avail. Mal im Dingens gucken. Wiki, ob da irgendwas zu steht zu ihr. Okay, hier oben sind einfach alle Hotels anscheinend. Japur. Sissy, are you there? Sissy? Oh, are you a customer? Sissy is my cat's name. I was just asking it a question. But this fellow's been capricious recently and doesn't respond to no matter how much I call. Never mind, no need to worry. They are probably looking for trouble with Ur again. I'd better ask my daughter to help you with check-in. Sare, are you there? Achso, das gehört zusammen, die beiden hier. Oh, okay. And you are? Oh, you're at the door and you still can't tell who I am? I'm the owner of this inn, which means that this inn is owned by me. Oh look, Sissy, young people's attention span is terrible these days. Die Katze nicht mal, aber okay. Sissy, where did that trouble run off to now? Das einzige Geile am Port Ormos Gesprächen ist die Musik im Hintergrund. Hat die noch einen zweiten Satz? Nö. Hier so verschwindet die Musik hier in der Ecke. Verarsche. Araye, Hairdresser, ja, die habe ich immer Marmelade gebracht. Do you need an in-room haircut service? And you are? I'm a hairstylist at your service. Leave your hair to me, I will create the most fashionable and suitable hairstyle for you. Between cutting, perming and coloring, I'm the best at coloring, especially color mixes. If I were to design a style for you, for example, a little longer here, a little shorter in the back, that frame your face better. Then a gradient color, it would be wonderful. Uh-huh. Varanas. Uh-huh. It's a shame that the alliance was destroyed. The alliance, whatever. Hey, did you not hear the story I just told you? It's okay, I'll tell you again. Back then when Port almost wasn't as peaceful, the alliance of the 29 Ocean Days was established. Uh-huh. Major pirate leaders who joined took stock of the situation and established a fair division of power in the alliance. Alliance. Each alliance leader or they vowed to live together in peace and prosperity. But they did not expect that... A traitor? Yes, that was part of it. They're profit-oriented pirates after all. So a friendly coexistence is not their style. But I think where there's a conflict, there must be a winner. It's not like there isn't even one day left, right? Everyone is equal in the face of a sea monster invasion. According to folk legend, a huge sea beast never seen before stirred up a giant waves that wiped out the alliance overnight. Ah, what a great story. It's a pity that it's only written about in scientific papers. Okay. Ach, den Fahrstuhl meinen die. Ach so. Crying, merchant. Ah, if only I'd come a few days earlier. Didn't sleep well? Ah, yes. This inn is great. The owner is friendly and the service is good. Before merchants like staying here. But there is one problem. The noise insulation is bad. You could hear the buzz of conversation next door while trying to in bed at night. And I don't know if the man and woman next door were speaking a dialect or something. Could understand the words, but not the meaning. Aha. Okay. Ich verstehe, worauf er anspielt. Few days earlier. Yup. The inn owner said the person who was my neighbor was a researcher or something and wrote papers all day. Too bad, it seems like he disappeared a few days ago and the room's been let out. People who moved in are a couple who can't stop yapping. If I'd arrived a few days ago, I'd be done with my business and on my way instead of being bothered by the noise all night and unable to sleep. Wie hieß die Tante?
Too slow.
Sare. Ich google mal ganz kurz, ob es dazu irgendeine Quest gibt, die ich noch finden müsste. Laut den Questlog in Domiro City nicht, aber okay. Zack. Achso, ach, das ist auch die Tante mit der Katzenquest, okay. Commissions, ja, nee, ist mir egal. Alles Menschen in the description of the following furnishing, wood carved ice. Ja, nö, okay, steht nicht so. Mhm. Amandieb. Da, der Typ. Amandieb is a researcher mentioned by several NPCs in Port Almost, Mero. He graduated from Harvard Hut, but is also well versed in blah blah blah. Amandieb is a long time resident of Port Almost and makes a living by mentoring young researchers. Aha. Okay. Ne, Introduced in 3.0 und Please be playable, ja. Nö, ist keine Quest mit verbunden anscheinend. Gut. Ja. Ich würde dabei bleiben, dass ich bei den Orten hauptsächlich bei Tag durchgehe und nicht bei Nacht auch noch gucke. Zack. So. Da ist der Eingang quasi, dann fange ich von hier an und gehe dann durch. Oh, ist das eine Kiste, die ich einsammeln kann? Nice, nochmal Moore eingesammelt heute. Ah, 1000, okay. Fairerweise, ich habe 21 Millionen jetzt für Skara und Kokomi draufhauen müssen, aber okay. Gut. Ich mache mal eben kurz den Timer auf 6 Uhr morgens wieder. Ja, ich würde wahrscheinlich auch bei Nacht rumlaufen, aber ich will halt nicht mit... Wenn ich nebenbei alles vorlesen muss, will ich nicht doppelt hier durchlaufen. Und so interessant sind die Gespräche jetzt auch nicht. Ich meine, interessanter als ein Pokémon, definitiv. Aber okay. Ich glaube, das hat mir auch Pokémon, wie hieß die nochmal, diese Fan-Edition? Uranium, genau. Das hat, glaube ich, auch Uranium zerstört. Wobei nicht ganz. Uranium hatte nicht nur Pokémon-Gespräche, sondern auch normale Gespräche. Also sogar eigentlich gute Gespräche dann. Die sich nicht nur auf Pokémon fokussiert haben. Aber irgendwie, es ging halt trotzdem so langsam voran. Und das habe ich nicht mehr vorlesen müssen, das habe ich für mich selber gelesen. Mich halt eigentlich die Hauptstory interessiert, nicht die Nebengespräche mit denen. Finde ich schön, dass die alle hier nicht reden wollen. Oh, ich liebe euch, Leute. Ihr wollt nicht reden. Ja, aber, oder? Also eher. Beere, Beere. If I had... Ich stehe auf seinem Essen. Oh, okay. If I had the money, I would buy all the spices in Sumeru. Haha. And you are? Merchants like me who come from the desert actually rarely trade in spices. Since we can go in and out of the desert, selling specialty goods is a no-brainer for us. Was soll das sein? Ach hier, das ist... wie heißt das Zeug nochmal? Ich komme gerade nicht drauf, wie das Ding heißt. Aber ich weiß, dass man das Zeug nicht in gewisse Körperöffnungen stecken sollte, weil es brennt und in gewissen Szenen sogar benutzt wird. Ja. Ich weiß nicht, wie es gerade heißt. Ich komme gerade nicht auf den Namen. Aber ich weiß, für was es missbraucht wird in gewissen Kreisen. Random Wikipedia-Artikel for the win. But I really like the spices of Sumeru. Different combinations and proportions create a new delicacy every time. You can't find this sort of exquisite flavor outside of Sumeru. Can you? Wie hießen die Dinge jetzt nochmal? Nicht Rettich. Verdammt. Hier, das meine ich. Diese komischen Rucker, die jetzt gerade sind. Die sind auch mit der anderen also jetzt habe ich gerade eine Dingens Capture. Eine Window Capture. Und habe diese Ruckler.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is.
Die habe ich halt auch mit der Game Capture.
Maybe that's their...
Aber ich bin der Meinung, dass diese Window Capture deutlich besser noch läuft allgemein. Im Endeffekt werden die wahrscheinlich sich beide nicht viel tun, aber okay. So, gut. Hier ist der Fahrstuhl. Okay, hier sind 2 Stück, die hier reden wollen. Babak, Shop Owner. Welcome to my shop. Buy something. These are all the genuine imports. Take your time to choose from our selection. Ja. Das sollte man warum machen? Alter, wieso kann man Items nicht verkaufen? Ich habe davon noch 20 Stück. Wenn ich dafür... Das ist halt echt irgendwie schade, dass man solche Sachen nicht verkaufen kann. Man kann sie sammeln, kann sie nutzen, aber man kann sie nicht verkaufen für Mora. Das ist voll nervig irgendwie. Diese künstliche Mora-Begrenzung. Ich meine, selbst wenn ich nur 100 bekommen würde, oder sagen wir 200 Gold, ich sammle 50 Stück, oder sagen wir, ich sammle 10 Stück, ganz schnell in so einem Ero. Das sind 2000 Mora. Oder 1000 Mora halt für 10 Stück. Ja. Ich würde wahrscheinlich trotzdem die Sachen nicht farmen, aber es wäre zumindest ein Ansatz im Early Game. Aber gut. Welcome to my shop. This is the largest imported goods shop in Port Ormos. It is under the direct management of the Academia. I'm a researcher and a shop manager. There are a lot of tax exemptions due to official guarantees, so please be assured that these foreign goods are reasonably priced. Ja, ist klar. It also discourages smuggling in some way. Ist klar. Charlie, crafts merchant. Everyone's right. If you do business with the Lord, you are sure to make money. The Lord? Haven't you heard? He's famous among his merchants. Lord Sangema Bay. Ist das nicht Doris Künstlername irgendwie? Many people haven't met the Lord himself, but as long as the Lord reveals business information, you can just trust it. Following it leads to sure profit. Look at this batch of rugs I've got I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to sell them because of the quality and high cost. But the Lord said not to worry and that it'd make a good deal, so I was bold and asked for the price I wanted. And the result was solid. I made a good profit even after paying a high trade fee. Aha. Oh, ein Somero, Fontaine-Typ wieder. Zigger. Book Collector. Financial compensation, that's all they can offer. Is this something that can be solved through paying money? What's going on? I came all the way from Fontaine to have a serious and rigorous academic discussion with the researchers about the ancient books in my collection. But as soon as my feet touched the shore, I was swarmed by researchers who made a huge mess of my books. They said it was out of law for knowledge, but I saw that they were all bought stuff, and no one was reading the books earnestly. They were flipping carelessly through my books while muttering, "No need to bother," the great mantra with these. My books are rare antiques. How dare they call them these? This is an outrage. My books have now been devalued, and all they did was compensate me with money. Aha. How could I not be angry at them? Ich meine, du hast die Bücher noch und du hast immer noch Geld, also von daher. Okay. Ich hab dich gewundert, wenn du wo reden möchtest. Ihr auch? Nee. Susan, Sightseer. Ach, das ist die mit den Fotos oder was? The scenery here is rather lovely. If only someone was around to take a picture for me. Och, lieber, die ist schon ganz cute eigentlich. Die ist auch nicht ganz so schlank, die hat ein bisschen was auf den Rippen. Ja. What are you doing? Oh, are you the traveler? Great, I was just looking for someone to help me out. Oh nein, das ist wichtig, Klickety-Klick-Tante. My husband and I were stuck in Inazuma for such a long time due to the Sakoku decree, but those days are over. We were finally able to travel to Sumeru. The very thought of being trapped in one place for so long, I told my husband that we should visit various places here in Sumeru to relax a little. But he claims that he was far too busy clearing his work backlog. He would not go out the door for the world. So there we go. That's why I'm here all by my lonesome. And wouldn't you know it, no one was available to help me take some photographs. I had wanted to take some photos for my husband to see as well. Since you're here, traveler, may I ask you to help me take some pictures? Sure. Alright then, I'm counting on you, traveler. How will this angle do? Should I be a bit more centered? Okay, I'm ready now. Echt Klickety-Click-Quest. Ich würde mich halt nicht auf dem Bild mit drauf haben wollen eigentlich, aber okay, geht nicht. Dann so. Zack. Return. Susan, have you finished taking the pictures? Let me have a look at them. Ah, wonderful. My beauty is indeed as radiant as ever. Even more so than before, I'd say. Oh, you and your silver tongue. Still, thank you, traveler. Come, this is your reward for pictures of me. Here you go. Okay, das war echt die Klick-Quest. Verdammt.
Behold.
Stimmt, hatte ich nicht mal ganz zu Anfang ein Boot von dem Fluss bis hier mit hergenommen? Ja, oder? Ah, ich will echt, dass da diese Gegend erkundbar ist. Also das hier. Das muss noch kommen irgendwann mal. Genauso wie das hier. Wobei das hier wird ja noch irgendwann kommen. Definitiv, aber trotzdem. Ah, sollen sie halt ein paar mehr Environment Artists einstellen.
The wind rises.
Genug Geld müssen sie ja haben. Oh, und was haben wir denn da? Wieder 1000 Mora für mich. Oder 10.000 sogar? 500. Wow, was? Ich brauche einen Screenshot. Jo. Gut. Moment. Wo ist Discord? Da ist Discord. He did it again. But worse. Das sieht schön aus. Oh, oh Gott. Ich kann... Was war das denn jetzt? Okay. Fand schön, dass ich springen konnte. Oh Mann. Schon sehr interessant. Immer diese großen Schiffe, wo nichts drauf los ist. Ah, ich warte noch auf den Moment, wo man echt nach Inazuma rüber schippeln kann. Diese Insel da stört mich so ein bisschen. Die ist mitten auf dem Meer, oder? Das ist aber Tatsumi, das ist Yashiori. Und die ist mitten auf dem Meer. Das könnte interessant werden, wenn die vielleicht echt mal modelliert werden sollte noch. Aber gut. So. Natürlich ist ja einer, der reden möchte. Sanjay. Porter. Are you alright? I can keep going. I can still do it. Look, there's still so many goods waiting to be moved. If I slow down, it's going to affect the economic development of Port Almos. For the sake of the port's trade flow, I must... Ja. Okay. Ihr wollt nicht reden. Ich wollte beide reden. Warum wollt ihr beide reden? Was mit denen hier? Die auch nicht. Gut. Desire, Errant Mercenary. Hello. Hello. Ich mag dich. Du redest nicht viel. Vanita. Hello. Hello. Sorry, my colleagues and I are not good at small talks. It's easy to get distracted by talking after all. This is the Vikala Funduk. Many people come here to do business every day. Interest rates can incite disputes, so this place must be strictly guarded. Alright, I must also remind you that if you are new to the city, it's best not to trust those who wear the uniform order of the Eremites. Aber trägst du da nicht eine von den Eremiten? Aber okay. Especially those who peddle dangerous goods related to obtaining knowledge. They are driven by money and are not afraid to cross the lines considering unforgivable by the Academia. Ja, okay. Afanasi. An inspection today and tomorrow too. Why is there one every day? Are you alright? Me? I'm okay, I'm holding up. I don't know why, but the port inspectors have been checking my goods every day. What I'm selling is clearly ordinary Snai and industrial goods, though. But these inspectors seem to be always on edge, as if they are afraid of my wares exploding all of a sudden. I wish they would relax. These constant investigations will affect my business. Gauha, Head Supervisor. Hello. Only transactions within the limits of regulations can be made here. Within the limits? Yes, the contents must be sorted in accordance with the regulations. And the process must also follow regulations. Registration, inspection, approval, contract, secondary approval, not one step can be skipped. If any part of the process is not followed, you have to face the consequences at your own risk. Okay. Dillavar. Achso, ist hier noch einer? Kann ich ja nicht rein? Nö. Ich hab mich ja gewundert, wenn ich da mal rein kann. Dillavar. If you're here to make a trade, you have to be prepared to be penniless and not just dream of overnight riches. It's that intense? Hey, this is the Vikala Funduk, the port's trade hub. The total amount of rev is fixed. When some people make money, some people will lose it. Ja, okay, verstehe, macht Sinn. Ja. Anyone who is able to make money here must have tricks up their sleeves. If you approach it too casually, well, how about you try your luck at the Kalimali exchange downtown? Okay. Und Tavernier Merchant. Maybe I should pick another place. Pick another place? I mean, somewhere else to do business. I'm a merchant from Fontaine. Oh, sag mir bitte, die Frauen tragen da die Kleidung. Die sieht nämlich einigermaßen ertragbar aus. Oh, danke. I focus on fine clockwork, machinery and luxury goods. I stayed in Monster for a while, but it's too late back for me. I thought Sumira was, as a country of wisdom, would boast laws and orders as strict as Fontaine. I never expected such a lax and unsophisticated atmosphere here. The only thing not so lax is the trade supervisors who are always making trouble for me. I'm just selling stuff from Fontaine. Why do they keep questioning me? They wouldn't be so naive to expect me to spill my business secrets, would they? Doch, wahrscheinlich genau das. So.
Quit following me.
Ja, komme ich hier rauf?
Squall and Fury.
Doop-di-doop-di-doop-di-doo. Boah, direkt rübergekommen. Nice. Gut. Nein, mit euch will ich alles nichts zu tun haben. Oh Gott, hier sind mehr Leute, die reden wollen. Das gefällt mir nicht.
Behold.
Welche wollen hier alle reden? Ich würde sagen, den Holzstick nehme ich mit. Als einziges erstmal. Aber es ist gerade Nacht. Das gefällt mir nicht, also mache ich Tag. Also kann es sein, dass jetzt auch da vorne war, ein paar fehlten. Eventuell. Okay, Feroz. Ja, Little Beetle, where do you come from? Oh, warum hat er so viele Texte? Little Beetle? Yeah, Little Beetle, even smaller than the tiniest golden scarab. Look at you, as thin as a stick. If you dare travel to the desert, you'll surely get crushed by the huge trunks and rocks left by King Dashwood. Take my advice, hire a capable bodyguard, or stay where people are. Away from the desert. Ja. Rotten Agenak nuts? You hear that? Don't worry about it. It wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the hateful smugglers and those rattling about resurrecting King Dashwood. Dimwits. Like Agenak nuts rotting in the sands. They are sticky and annoying. It would be a relief to all of us if the stupid Academia were to take them down. Bringing this up with the enough bet is no use. They use just beat around the bush. It seems that wine is the only thing they wouldn't get around. Resurrecting King Dashwood? Puh, a foolish notion. Toying with life and death is a futile endeavor. If King Dashwood will so easily rise up from a pile of sand and dust, could little sprouts that have just broken the soil not immediately grow into monumental trees? King Dashwood is long gone. Those wannabes claim the name of the Eremites in vain if they can't even face up to that fact. Death is the fairest thing in the world, whether a good high above or a bug down in the dirt. It comes for everyone, all the same. Oh mein Gott, du redet ja voll deep. Na gut, er ist ein Captain, von daher okay. And you are? I'm a mercenary from our village. If you're asking about the local nonsense, go annoy someone else. It's a heck of a place, but at least life is better here than in our village. Otherwise we would have come all the way here to work for the darn Academia. I'm not stupid. Inan mercenary dingens, blah. It's boring to be a guard, and I can't change shifts now. Hello, would you like to talk? Sure, what about? Do you think luck is something you are born with? Dia joined Eremites after me, but got better assignments. He's working as a bodyguard for a rich girl, great environment with high pay. Me, I just make the rounds here every day and have to deal with disputes between Eremite groups. Life in Eremites isn't as exciting as people might think. You can't change shifts? Yeah, at first we mercenaries who worked the docks could change shifts as we liked. Bad mood? Well, we could just change shifts and go for a drink. But now the inspector won't allow it. Why is that? 2 days ago a young man who had not been here long asked Matari to change shifts and happened upon a sea monster warning. After the warning was withdrawn, the inspector came to look into the situation at the harbor and questioned the young man. The poor lad could not answer. The inspector checked the roster again and found out there was a shift change. Now she's been paying extra attention to this matter and no one dares to break the rules. I just want to finish work early and go to the bar for drinks. Jo. Ich meine, Wache, also mit Waffe zu stehen und, also allgemein Wache stehen, ist echt kacke. Ich meine, zumindest hinsetzen können die sich. So viel geht jetzt auch nicht hier ab. Pirat. Human eye can change the sea. Hello? Hear me out and don't keep staring at the sea. Otherwise you'll just sit there and watch, unable to do anything else. Until the sky and the sea eventually turn red and everything perishes, including you. The purple seawater. Oh, you've seen the purple sea? A pair of more treacherous eyes must have been watching it then too. Anyway, heed my warning. Do not stare at the sea. Lila Wasser? What? Okay. Reza, Portmaster. There's only so much I can do sometimes. And you are? Hello, I'm the Portmaster of Port Almos, in charge of tax levies, customs, etc. Come see me or my chief secretary for any questions regarding trade. And make sure to report any violations. Everyone will thank you for it, except the offenders. Violations? Port Almost is a key trade hub in Sumeru. The most common offense is smuggling. Anyone seen sneaking around with suspicious cargo is likely a smuggler. For your financial security, please do not give in to greed and refrain from dealings with suspicious individuals. Also occasionally, and I mean occasionally, there will be fugitive trying to escape from here. If you run across them, don't try to stop them, just flag down one of the Eremites patrolling nearby for help. Okay. Warum sollte man, aber okay. Ah, der will auch reden gleich. Need help? Thanks for asking, but some of the problems got a long way back and can't be easily changed. According to new Sumeru regulations, foreign trading is limited to Port Ormus, but a lot of people have been doing business in the city for a long time. It's just too hard to dissuade them from the old way of trading. It's not that we don't want to solve certain issues, but that we just don't know how. Aha. Was Ruhe. Hätten die von die Dingens da vorne nicht relativ easy hier rüber schippern können? Man muss ja nicht unbedingt ihn. Ja gut. Man muss ja nicht von Liebe nach Inazuma fahren. Man kann ja einfach von hier aus dann nach Watatsumi fahren. Also von daher. Naja. Masrur, Deputy Port Master. Welcome to Port Almost. Please register your ship here. Even if my ship is small. Is it a trader ship? Theoretically, we need crew and reason for visit for all docking ships. Especially when it comes to trading. Unregistered, unregistered ships doing business in Port Almost will be curtailed and penalized. About Port Almost. Port Almost is the biggest port in Sumeru and a key hub for trading. It's not as big as Lero Harbor, but it still sees considerable traffic daily. So we'd like every ship to comply with the NAVBET, whatever, and continue Sumeru's prosperity. Okay. Und Gidi Gonzales. Gut, hier ist nichts. Auch keine Kiste? Nö. Du willst auch nicht reden auf deinem Schiff? Nö. Natürlich nicht.
Squall and Fury.
Wo immer du jetzt hergespawnt bist, Vasco. Should I go to Fontaine and get a diving certificate? Diving certificate? Listen to me, don't underestimate the sea. I almost lost my life on the last voyage. I was so stocked back then, surveying the sea all day with a scope, trying not to miss anything. Finally, I spotted an uncharted island one day and coaxed the captain into making shore. It was when we got close that we realized it was the backside of a sea monster. We were chased by the awkward monster and had to follow the captain's order to start jettisoning. What? That included my luggage, all the food aboard, and the cook. The cook? Listen to me, when you venture out to the sea, you don't want to be the heaviest person around. Okay, I skipped details, but you get it, right? Anyway, the captain jettisoned me too when we got back to the dock. To prevent myself from the cook's fate, I'm considering getting a diving certificate of Fontaine before adventuring again. But I hear the water Fontaine is different from here, so it won't be a useful endeavor. Maybe I should just stay on land. I don't know. I understand, when you embark on an adventure, you can come across a variety of situations anywhere you go, and rainforests and deserts are infested with quite some strange things. But I'm not going to see again anytime soon. I'll just wait and see. This bow is of little use to me now. Do you wish to take it? Bow, nicht bow. I thought range traps like this might be useful at sea or on a deserted island, or even for bow fishing. Now that I think about it, nah, perhaps I should take it one step at a time and learn to use the dagger first. Okay, Slingshot.
The wind rises.
So. Das Ding sieht ja einigermaßen special-mäßig aus, aber irgendwie, das war in keiner Quest vorhanden und auch für sonst nichts. Das finde ich immer irgendwie schade, wenn solche Orte existieren, wie das Ding hier, aber irgendwie nicht gebraucht werden. Genutzt werden. Aber gut. Arabi, Lighthouse Guardian. Hello. Sorry, I'm observing the sea and can't talk much. And you are? I'm an water researcher from the Academia, primarily studying sea creatures, and responsible for the upkeep of the lighthouse while at it. To be honest, I know very little about lighthouses. It's the Kshariva research who are the experts. I can't figure out why the sages would make such an arrangement, probably because I was here already. About the sages. The sages enjoy the highest status in Academia. There's one per school, 6 in all. The sages assign jobs to us researchers. Just like I was sent to monitor the ocean and watch a lighthouse. It's basically a boring job when there's no sea creatures. The only positive side is its security. Jo, and you are... Jetzt haben wir es bei 12 Uhr und ich bin passend fast fertig geworden. Nice. About Shariba. Shariba encompasses many subgenres. Architecture is just one of them. If I studied architecture, I could explain how a lighthouse works to you. Unfortunately, I didn't. Oh, speaking of architecture, go to northern Smir City and see the Palace of Alcazar if you are interested. The palace is the masterpiece of Mr. KW, who graduated from Shariba with honors. It's magnificent and exquisite. It's said to be commissioned by a filthy rich merchant, but I have no clue who that is, so I've got nothing more to tell you. War es nicht Dori? Ich meine. And you are... Blah blah. What marine life? They are mainly sea monsters, a group of mysterious creatures that live in the sea and occasionally attack residents of coastal areas. With the progress of my research, I've been able to predict roughly when they will appear and issue warnings. As soon as the warning is issued, all ships will return to the harbor to avoid disturbing those sea creatures. There are exceptions too, of course. A few days ago I saw a ship leave the harbor after the warning was issued. I don't know if it came back safely. Maybe some researcher planned on observing the sea when the sea monsters are out and about. We're sorry for the people on the ship. Ja, okay. Leuchtet ja nicht bei Nacht auch? Auch hier, wäre cool hier reingehen zu können. Hier oben drauf ist doch bestimmt... Ne, verdammt. Ist doch bestimmt eine Kiste oben drauf, oder? Habe ich halt nie so... Wieso bin ich zu blöd, gerade A zu drücken zum Hochsteigen? So. Was war jetzt daran so schwer? Zack. Ich bin enttäuscht, wenn hier oben keine Kiste ist. Ich glaube, ich war nämlich hier oben auch gar nicht drauf bisher. Und wie wir sehen, ist hier oben nichts. Schade. Wurde enttäuscht. Oder ist hier hinten in dem Baum so halt was drin? Nö. Ja, aber ich glaube, leuchten tust du nicht wirklich, oder? Glaube nicht. Gut, dann habe ich die rechte Seite fertig und ich habe den Steg hier fertig. Das heißt, ich habe nur noch das Stück. Nice. Expedition Rewards sind auch fertig. Auch nice. Nebenbei kommt auch gerade ein Smite Drop rein. Auch nice. Gut, ja. Dann würde ich eventuell morgen oder so wirklich schon den letzten Teil von Port Ormos aufnehmen. Und dann kann ich auch endlich die Videos fertig machen für die Gespräche in Sumeru. Ja. Spielecke Expedition, bla bla, 20 Stunden, 20 Stunden, 20 Stunden, 20 Stunden und 20 Stunden. Und damit meine ich eigentlich nur 15 Stunden, wegen eurer Passives. Gut. Ja, nee, dann werde ich wahrscheinlich dieses Video und das nächste dann zusammenschneiden, damit das in einem kommt. Ja, jetzt stehe ich zwar hier, aber im Endeffekt dann stehe ich gleich nach dem Cut dann halt wieder in Port Ormos irgendwo rum. Wahrscheinlich oben am Teleporter auf der Brücke und dann geht's dann weiter. Ich übergebe dann hier schon mal an Zukunfts-Uni oder so und ja, bis dann. Beziehungsweise nicht bis dann, aber viel Spaß in Zukunfts-Uni, wenn er irgendwie wahrscheinlich schlechte Laune hat oder so. Wegen irgendwas. Maybe. So, Zukunfts-Uni übernimmt und ja, das Ganze sogar nur einen Tag später und yay. Weiter in Port Ormos. Und oh, yes, der richtige Soundtrack. Musste mich nur 2-3 Mal hin und her porten, um ihn zu bekommen. Und warte mal, wo muss ich hin? Da muss ich hin. Gut, die linke Seite habe ich, also die rechte Seite habe ich fertig und das Stück hier unten. Ja. Ist ja dann eigentlich gar nicht mehr so viel. Ah. Haben die hier irgendwelche Muster ins Moos reingeschnitzt? Irgendwie, ja. Okay. Ihr wollt alle nicht reden, das ist super. Ich mag euch jetzt schon. Jeder NPC, der nicht reden will, gefällt mir. Habe ich jetzt gerade echt... Habe ich jetzt gerade echt schon direkt Instant Ruckler? Nee. Und wenn war es nur so ein kleiner Mini-Ruckler. Die Kinder wollen auch nicht reden und die Erwachsenen da auch nicht. Hot Almost gefällt mir. Die wollen alle nicht reden. Hier war bestimmt jetzt gleich einer, oder? Auch nicht? Boah, ich mag euch, Leute. Hot Almost ist geil. Oh Gott. Ich glaube, jetzt fangen sie aber an zu reden, oder? Nee, immer noch nicht? Oh mein Gott. Was ist denn kaputt mit euch? Warum wollt ihr nicht reden? Ah, die aber, oder? Die stehen zu weit auseinander. Auch nicht.
The wind rises.
Oh, ich bin gerade voll happy. Ah, du willst reden. Kira. According to instructions from the Academia, the latest marine conditions... And you are? I'm a local fisherman. Other than fishing, I'm also contact for the researchers sent by the Academia. The Academia will take a portion of our catch in exchange for helping us fishermen to determine the distribution pattern of marine life and plan fishing seasons and moratoriums. Das sind Moratorien, aber egal. It's a good deal for us to exchange some fish for assurance of bountiful hauls and safe voyage. I remember it was calm one day, but a scribe passing through pointed at how odd that sort of tranquility was and saved us from a stormy sail. That only convinced us to follow the Academia even more, and we hope the relationship will continue. Okay, good.
Squall and fury.
Die wollen alle nicht reden? Wieso habe ich mir das so lange aufgespart, hier mit denen zu reden? Die haben alle selber keinen Bock auf Labern. Und wo ist meine Musik hin? Ey, das ist nicht die Port Almost Musik. Also die richtige Port Almost Musik. Kutter, Sumter Beast Dog in Training. Sumter Beast Psalm. Hi. Let's try one more time. Kutter, listen to me, sit. Sits. Remember what a Sumter Beast is? A large, rotund creature. Woof. And do you remember how many Sumter Beasts we have? Woof, 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 woof. Wrong again. I told you to include the cubs that were born last month. Tail. It's no use wagging your tail at me. Wrong answers will get you no tweets. Okay, at least there's been an improvement since the last time. I'll give you a little. I envy you sometimes. The only job every day is running around the Sumter Beasts. Life is too easy for you. Unlike mine, I work day and night to keep the Sumter Beasts, and whatever profit I manage to make barely covers the loss from those that run away. Okay. Der Typ hat ein hartes Leben anscheinend. Nika und Sai.
My dad owns loads of Sumter Beasts.
Nicht gleichzeitig reden, bitte. Did you know that the Sumter Beasts in the port were all raised by my dad? Wow, your dad is amazing. Of course, what about your dad? Does he do anything amazing? My dad, I don't think he is good at anything. He just hangs around at home all day, playing cards and having sun baths. Does it mean your family doesn't even have one Sumter Beast? Yeah, we don't. There are people with Sumter Beasts who often come looking for my dad, but they will soon take the Sumter Beasts away and leave nothing for us. Why? So, I've always been curious. Sumter Beasts look like huge loaves of bread. Do they taste as good as buttered bread too? My family has lots of big ships at sea. So we eat fish every day. All kind of fish, and I'm getting sick of it. Who are you? I haven't eaten Sumter Beast either, but I can ask my father if he can spare one for you. Really? You're the best. Das heißt, der eine ist irgendwie Bauernjunge mit Sumter Beast und der andere ist hier Marine-Typi Sohn. Ja. Definitiv Marine-Typi Sohn. Ihr wollt nicht reden, das gefällt mir. Ich glaube, in diese Richtung hier weiter werde ich nicht mehr viel finden, außer die eine Tante mit den Belohnungen. Oh, ist das unser Typ, der kein... Ja, ich glaube, das ist der Typ, der kein Glück beim Angeln hat. Life by the sea is relaxing, but there are still occasional dangers that should be treated with caution. Dangers by the sea? The shores of the mirror are fraught with sea monster attacks, which often affect residents and fishermen who live along the coast and disrupt the merchant ships. Fortunately, we are all familiar with the situation at sea and know how to protect ourselves. Plus, with the Eremites' assistance, there haven't been any major casualties. The Academia's researchers have gradually come here, too. To investigate the pattern of the sea monster attacks, thus improving the effectiveness of our defense. Warum muss ich jetzt aber gehen die ganze Zeit? But just because the situation has improved, doesn't mean we can let our guard down. We must always watch out when near the sea and follow the instructions in case of an emergency. Okay, ich habe, ja gut, das ist die Tante mit den Schifferdingern, mit den Fischbelohnungen, das Fischen. Da ich jetzt wieder einen guten Soundtrack habe, gehe ich wieder Richtung Port Almost zurück. Ihr wollt auch nicht reden? Okay. Ich finde schön. Ich habe den gesamten Bereich jetzt schon fertig und ich habe nur mit 2, 3 Leuten geredet. Nice. Wieso wollen die eigentlich reden? Duragar, Carpenter. Thanks to the blessing of Lord Kusanali, the newly arrived wood is very sturdy and barely has any quality issues. And you are? Good day, I'm the carpenter here. If you need any woodwork done, I'm your guy. Uh-huh. I handle everyone's carpentry needs around here. Fair price and reliable quality guaranteed. The newly arrived wood is really something. Firm, durable and has a beautiful texture. If you'd like to let me build you something with this lumber, you'd better make up your mind quick. This is a blessing from Lord Kusanali. I must make sure every piece of it is made into quality products. About Lord Kusanali. The fact that Sumeru people are living in a place where trees and flowers flourish instead of struggling amidst barren deserts is all thanks to the kindness of Lord Kusanali. To lay down the roots and fertilize the land. All our harvests, whether in the fields or in life, stem from her. Ja, und was ist mit den anderen Regionen, die auch Bäume und Pflanzen haben? Naja. And since carpentry is how I make my living, a trade that's plenty close to the trees, I'm all the more grateful to the Dendro Archon. Da habe ich ja gut, der hätte wahrscheinlich jetzt auch wieder eine andere Option gehabt, wenn man die Quest noch nicht gemacht hätte, oder? Bestimmt. Der ist so ein typischer NPC, der theoretisch über Rukodevata erst geredet hätte. Die wollen echt alle nicht reden. Finde ich nice. Pull-up Gear, Snake Handler. My new life here is not easy, but thanks be to the Dendro Archon, I'm still filled with hope. New life? I used to be a snake handler in the rainforest. I recently moved to the harbor and make my living as a busker. I thought life at the port would be more convenient than wandering in the wild. Only after coming here I did find out that it's not easy for the locals here too. In the rainforest we were awakened by dusk birds early in the morning and searched for food. At the port people get up to work alongside the sound of trumpets of the fleet. I never returned to the simple life in the rainforest, but I shall always remember the time spent singing stories under the moon with my companions. Colorful mushrooms and fruits roasting on the fire, a rainbow-like tapestry before our eyes. Tapestry? Ah, good times. The Forest Watchers might have a problem with that. They can't know it, for sure. I bumped into a long-tailed Forest Watcher once and got my noggin beaten. It really hard. But if you think about it, it's actually quite some memory to be dragged by rescue dogs all the way to Gandaraville. Should try it sometime. Just kidding, it's important to listen to the Forest Watchers for your own safety. After all, the rainforest is full of both safe ingredients that can make a delicious meal and inedible stuff one should avoid. Okay, und irgendwas habe ich bekommen. Ich brauche ein bisschen mehr Musik, sonst ist mir das jetzt so ruhig. Und gleich werden mir die Ohren weggefetzt, bis sie kommen. Tell me more about the Dendro Archon. Ah, and isn't the story of the Greater Lord the best evidence for hope? He sacrificed the power to defend the land of Sumeru from calamity. Ich dachte, sie haben komplett Greater Lord Rukodevata vergessen. You did this so that our life, whether on land or sea, might continue to thrive. Ah, the songs that had been sung among Vanarana are popping into my mind again. I should perform them again next time. That would fetch me a good sum of more for sure. After all, Woundsmere doesn't love the Dendro Archon. Yeah, selber sell it.
My tailoring skills.
Elham. If only cutting fabric were as easy as stabbing sea beasts with scissors. What? Cutting fabric? Yeah, I run a tailor shop that's well liked by the locals. Business has been good, but I'm not satisfied with my tailoring skills. My regular customers just praise the clothes I make all the time, and when I ask them if they have any suggestions for me, they all say that they don't have any. The number of dressmaking techniques that could be... Achso, ist gerade Nacht, oder? That could be learned from the Akasha were very limited, and customer suggestions are nowhere to be sought. The way things are going, I'll never improve my fashion design skills. That's why I've recently been considering going to Fontaine for Farbe training. I feel that there are some very good Couture stores. Couture stores? Keine Ahnung. On the other hand, I've also heard that Fontaine produces mostly machine-made clothing, which means that they hardly need craftsmen. What should I do? Ich finde es so schön, wie einfach das komplett... Ich meine, es ist ja in der Realität auch so. Dass es Industrienationen gibt und es gibt halt die... Nicht-Industrienationen, die echt noch viel selber machen per Hand. Aber trotzdem interessant. Ja komm, ich gehe jetzt noch mit die zu Ende und dann kann ich die Zeit zurückdrehen, vordrehen. Use scissors to stab sea beasts. That's purely by accident. One time when I was a child, I was playing on the beach when a sea beast attacked me. I was playing house and making clothes with small scissors, and all of a sudden a huge sea beast charged at me. I didn't think twice and stuck my scissors into its eyes. The sea beast ran away immediately after getting hard. I didn't know what was going on, but the people on the beach held me up and gave me the title of sea beast killer. To this day, people still thank me for what I did back then. Perhaps that's why they visit my tailor store so often. Du warst doch froh. War gut. Time. Das sah sehr merkwürdig gerade aus. Aber gut. Es wäre Tag.
That guy does nothing but smooth talk all day.
Aha, ah ja. Who made you so upset? He idles days and days away, making all kinds of excuses for himself. We grew up together, so I know him very well. If you see someone around who talks about fated encounters, don't trust him. He's a real sweet talker, but all he's actually capable of is dilly-dallying out on the street. I hope my little brother won't follow his example and turn out to be a layabout like him. Your little brother? Yeah, I have a young brother. He should be out playing with his friends at the moment. He has taken a great interest in Sumter Beast recently for some reason. His friend's family seems to have Sumter Beast at home, and he goes there at every opportunity. Every time a merchant delivered something to our house, he would fix his eyes on the Sumter Beast carrying the goods. Well, I suppose it's not bad for him to learn about merchant's job in his early age. When he grows up, he can help with family business. Ja, okay, ich dachte, ihr seid eine maritime Familie, aber okay. Und war nicht. Cheyenne, Sheriff, okay. Need any help? You are? I was elected by the local residents. I'm sort of a sheriff. They probably called me in to keep order because I used to be a mercenary in the Aramites. I've done many jobs for them. I'm indeed up to the task, so if you need help, go ahead and ask. But if you want to cause any trouble on my watch, you'd better think twice. Aha. Die wollen nicht reden. Furia. Goldsmith. There's nothing more enjoyable than making matching jewelry for newlyweds. And you are? I live near the market. I'm a craftsman who works with gold. I've been doing this my whole life, and I created all sorts of gold pieces, big and small of various values, but I'd like making jewelry for newlyweds the most. When a young couple holds newly made gold jewelry, their faces shine brighter than gold. I feel happy watching such moments. It's just that I'm a little short-sighted lately, so I can't see well when drawing. Do you think I should take on an apprentice? Würde ich mal behaupten, hättest du längst haben müssen, eigentlich, aber okay. Du hast doch bestimmt ein Gespräch. Rama, Spice Merchant. Ach.
We have all the usuals, but at affordable prices.
Ja, mit dir haben wir schon in der Daily Quest geredet. They're the same ingredients, but with the addition of spices they become different. What are you selling? They are seasonings used for cooking, popular in every household. The one I'd recommend the most is spice. Aha. Ach so, oh, sie verkauft schon fertig verarbeitete Sachen. Käse habe ich nicht so viel, nehme ich mit. Butter habe ich auch, ja gut, habe ich okay. Zucker habe ich genug, Spice habe ich genug. Pfeffer und Salz habe ich auch genug. About spices. Spices are essential for us Mero cooks. As a vendor of everyday spices, I can't be more clear about this. People buy more spice from me than other seasonings combined together. Even the most ordinary recipe can be given a new lease on life with the addition of the most unique spice. That's that good, huh? Of course. Well, have a try and you'll know. You can try it and see if it tastes much better than regular cheese. Masala Cheese Balls, aha. Masala nicht irgendwie ein Wein gewesen? J-Rand know it all. Hello friend, we must have been fated to meet in such a wonderful place. Ah, okay, Kindheitsfreund. Right, some destiny. Huh, don't say that. Even though the waves that flow to the harbor every day may not come from the same sea, the two of us got to meet here. What is it for, if not a miracle? Where are you from? Tell me about yourself. I possess a wealth of knowledge and experience, be it ice fishing in Sasnaya or boat rowing in Fontaine. I know it all. In fact, I know a little bit of everything. So we can talk about anything you like. Uh-huh. Learning about me will cost you a fortune. I understand. Everyone has their own fate. None less precious than anybody else's. But if you really want to put a price on it, I just might be able to afford it. If my background were worse, I wouldn't be able to go on the streets and meet people from all walks of life. Anyway, you know where to find me. If you ever need a friend, I'm right here waiting. Okay. Harane, street performer. Hello, how are you today? Meh. There's something going on, isn't there? But it isn't just me, everyone has their bad days. But it's okay, that's just life. Sometimes we get hard and sometimes we get to sing happy songs. A heartless sailor from foreign lands once broke my heart. But look at me now, I can still dance. Ah, I forgot to mention that I'm a street performer. Come see me dance if you're in a bad mood. I can teach him a lesson for you. I appreciate your offer, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass. Not that I don't trust your abilities, I just want to do it myself. Once I save enough money from my performances, I'll hire the best Eremite mercenary to teach me the most powerful fighting skills. Then I can take a ship to Leo and smack that cheetah hard on the face. Aha, okay, cool.
Wanna buy some spices? We have all the usuals.
Überleg gerade.
Affordable prices.
Haben wir den nicht sogar getroffen irgendwie mal am Pier?
He will pay the price one day.
Okay, pretty good. That's great, I'm happy for you. Bad luck is only temporary, but good luck is forever. Waltz through whatever comes your way, will you? Okay. Ah, das ist diese Katze. Keine Ahnung. Sissy. A well-behaved cat. Feel free to pet and feed it. It purrs and doesn't protest. Ja, ich kann es nicht petten, aber okay. Utrus, Fishmonger. My fish have good meat. Kittens eat them and meow in happiness. Have some fish. Take your pick, all fresh. Ah. Okay, Fisch habe ich mittlerweile genug. Oh, der hat Krabben im Angebot. Mal her. Schwimmst du mir egal. Your fish. Caught and sold on the same day. Fresh fish. Pay purely for the weight. No tricks. Look at these fish and shrimp. All fat and fresh. Press on them and they bounce back. Probably with enough force to push you into the sea. I'd have gotten a full scholarship if the community opened a fishing school. If they graded on freshness, I'd be rewarded all of the degrees. Sounds a bit exaggerated. Exaggerated? No, no, no. I've been selling fish here my whole life. If I were a guy who exaggerates, I would have been shunned by customers and lost my business long ago. I know you won't believe me without trying it. Here, take some and have a taste. It's on the house. If you think they are good, then come back often. Okay. Your cats. Are they my cats? I don't think so. I don't know where they came from either. Since I fed one, they've been coming to me one after another. Bringing their families with them to have meals. Can't help it either. The kittens are too cute and I just can't stop my hand from feeding them fish. There are even cats that came running from the inn owner's home. And they won't leave there those two on the side. But you know, they can't be blamed. I hear that their owner is going senile. And the cats are tired of hearing his rambling. Okay. Rojin Yan, Julie Shop Owner. Ich glaube, mit dem haben wir sogar mal in irgendeiner Quest was gemacht. Hello, would you like to commission an antique appraisal? You are... I run an antique store. They call me the most reliable antique appraisal expert in Port Ormos. My grandfather was a well-renowned historian, so the gift of antique appreciation runs in our family. As such, you can definitely trust my eyes. Be it accessoires of the goddess of flowers or relics of the Dendroarchon, or perhaps even that which King Deshret might have left amidst the desert sands. There's not one that can escape my praising eye. What the Dendroarchon? The Dendroarchon will always be our greatest god. The Chimera's conduct up till now has been simply disgraceful. He defended us from such calamities and left us an inexhaustible store of wisdom and treasure. Usually when I see an antique related to her, I will do my best to buy it and add it to my collection. Noch was? Nö. So, let me be have next time. Ihr wollt nicht reden. Die habe ich geredet. Nasenin und Passeng. If I joined the Eremites, I'd be able to both support my family and go on adventures in the desert. Wouldn't it be awesome? Awesome? You can't even hold a kitchen knife properly, not to mention handling a fight. A kitchen knife? Mercenaries don't fight with kitchen knives, they use hunting knives. They're completely different kinds of things. Where is this confidence coming from? You can't even handle regular housework. And you trust yourself to deal with bandits and beasts in the desert? I doubt you'll even survive the heat. You... What? Am I not telling the truth? Even the omnipotent King Deshret perished in the desert. You think you are better than King Deshret? That's... If you dare out there, my life as a widow won't be any easier. Anyway, you are not joining the Eremites. Do you hear me? Okay. Sie weiß, was sie will. Bye. Are all monsters so sentimental? You ask me, it's better to focus on what's going on around you. That's how you should live. Monster? The old man over there who was constantly murmuring, "May the Dendroarchon bless us." I don't have anything against the Dendroarchon, but I think the old man is trapped in the wind. He's going nowhere. His wife was a smart and capable captain of a merchant fleet, and I was her chief mate. If she saw that old guy behaving like this, she'd rise from the ground and slap him right on the head. So you don't like him? Honestly, I don't hate him at all. When he was young, he was passionate and talkative. He knew a great deal about poetry and singing, and I found that quite invaluable. But now his attitude is really driving me nuts. He could have done so much better than this. Shouldn't we who are alive cherish what we have and live in the present instead of trapping ourselves in the past? Old memories should nourish new life instead of becoming shackles that keep you in an endless loop of pain. I mean, the Dendroarchon may have lost much of her power, but that lost power became the nutrients required to save the world. That crusty old fellow has lived in spirit for so long, and yet he doesn't understand this. He hasn't learned a thing from her at all. Cherish what I have. When I was young, I used to travel around with the fleet, which taught me to cherish every drop of water and every flower. The surging waves, the soaring seagulls, or the swaying seaweed on the shores are all testaments to life. You'll understand that when you get to see as much as I have. Don't follow it in that old Froggy's footsteps. Der hier? Beheim? Ja, das sieht aus wie so ein Monster da irgendwie.
My memories are fading, floating away like the wind.
Mhm. Ah, warte mal, ist hier nicht der Weg, den ich vorhin runtergenommen habe? Ja. Okay. May the Dendroarchon bless me, so that I will always remember the past. And you are? I am... I don't remember. Guess I'm just a greybeard drifting in the wind. When I was a young lad, I met a girl from Sumeru in a place where the wind blew. Who would have thought that this girl, beautiful as a flower in the spring, was the captain of a merchant fleet? I was mesmerized by her and followed her to the home of trees and flowers. I lived a life that was more delightful than in the most romantic poetry. Now she's gone like a spring flower in the wind, and I'm still here. The past? Yes, those things of the past. I'm old, my memory is like drawings in the sand, easily erased by the wind. Thankfully, under the blessing of Lord Barbatos, the story of me and her is still traveling with the wind. The past that I still remember is like the lingering wind. It is still lively, but will suddenly dissipate at some point. I should visit the nearby carpenter shop to make a sign that has "Where the Wind Lingers" carved on it. Then I put it up in front of my house. What do you say? This way, even if I become truly senile one day and forget everything, I at least have this to find my way home. Major Nemo Archon bless you. Yes, you are right. Local Barbatos adores poetry. I'm sure he will engrave my poems for her into the wind. Naja, oder er sitzt in der Taverne und trinkt gerade wieder was, aber okay. Ach, und jetzt bin ich hier. Nice. Wie das ging schneller und simpler als gedacht. Warum habe ich mich so lange damit aufgehalten?
Quit following me.
Ah. Nice, die Kinder wollen nicht reden. Wieso habe ich immer im Kopf, dass es hier zu einer Taverne geht, die in einer Höhle ist? Oh, jetzt wird's groß. Das ist blöd. Servan, Stall Vendor. Hey, wanna see something new? Is this another one? What do you mean by another one? I have something new here that you've definitely never seen before. Look at this, it can be squeezed into various shapes and can stick to the wall. It's slime paste. And this one is called Up, Up and Away. Just rub it between your hands and it will rise up into the air. How do you like it? Fun, isn't it? Buy it for yourself or bring it back home to your kids. It's all good. Hey, don't go. Okay. Oh ja, Fresh Produce Vendor. Fresh fruits and veggies, great quantity and quality. And you are? I'm a wholesaler of fruits and vegetables. As you can see, there's a great number of merchant ships in the harbor, and my goods are sold in large quantities to meet the needs of ship crews going on long voyages. I'm used to selling crates of apples, peaches, potatoes, and tomatoes, so if you were to only buy a few, I wouldn't really know how to price them. Okay. Fresh fruits and veggies, great, blah. I'd like a couple. Just a couple? Just take some then. It's not worth a fortune, just go ahead and take some. Right, since it's just a handful, eat them while they're still fresh.
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality.
Also, das heißt, die verkauft nur in großen Mengen, weil sonst sind es eh nur Peanuts, die nicht auffallen. Das ist nicht wert. Wow. Okay, ich meine, gut für jeden, der vorbeikommt und nur einen möchte oder so. Oder eine möchte, aber trotzdem. Peter, Dog Worker. What are you just browsing to? What? Are you just browsing too? And you are? I'm just an unimportant ordinary dog worker. What's important is the cargo in my hand. See what this place is? It's Sport Almost. It's imported goods, don't you get it? Sport Almost, imported goods. Hä? Naja. Want to check them out? I'm just asking. Another one? My boss wouldn't take a person like you even if you worked for free. Teilweise verstehe ich nicht, worum die Gespräche gerade gehen. Aber okay. Gut. Mal hier unten gucken. Gammler. Ah, look at the sea. Puts the mind at ease. Hello. Hello, friend. Well, isn't the sea beautiful? Do not rush your pace. Slow down and appreciate the beauty in life. I've been watching the waves crashing since my husband sailed out. Well, except during storms, of course. About your husband. Oh, that bastard. Well, honestly, I don't know where he's sailing right now. Judging by what he'd sent home, he should be safe and well, and he's been to a lot of places. I've got clocks from Fontaine, porcelain boats from Lyra, bright petals from Mondstadt. I didn't know he could be romantic. But things like these can only be placed indoors. I prefer the fresh air and sea waves outside. Yahangi. Welcome, what would you like to have? You can also cook on your own. The pot is right there. Use as you please. I'm starving. Then eat as much as you want. Oh, neue Rezepte. Cool. Und hier sind die Sachen. Achso, das sind sogar die Sachen, glaube ich, die er hat, oder? Nö. Nicht komplett. Right here. And you are? I'm the owner of this food store, and as the name implies, I feel empty stomachs. Aha. Order cooked food or use my pot to cook on your own. It's your choice. Eating is all about having a good time with others, wouldn't you say? It's especially true for the traveling merchants and sailors who come and go. They are too busy to have decent meals every day, but here at my store they can at least have a warm bite. Thanks to them I get a chance to have a taste of delicacies from all around the world. Haha. Okay. Why do people like to cook out in the open? Maybe because it's fun? Is it really fun? What's so fun about cooking out in the open? I don't get it. And what if a bug falls into the pot? That's not fun at all. This would be a pity. For the bug, also for the grown-ups who eat the food with the bug in it. It's not worth it at all. Just keep your eyes on the pot. We need to keep watching until it's done. This actually makes sense. If you don't pay attention, bugs might fly in or you might overcook it. Cooking is so complicated. Why doesn't everyone just eat fresh fruits? They're so sweet and delicious. Ja, und auf den Früchten saßen keine Käfer drauf, oder was? That way, no one has to cook or worry about bugs and overcooking. Why do people like to cook? Blah blah blah. Maybe it's because they have no choice. What type of people can only cook outdoors? Is it because they don't have a home? Then they really don't have a choice, that's sad. But my dad has a home, but does he still set up a fire and pot outside? Is Dad doing this for the homeless people? I think I get it now. Wait, that's not right. Why does Dad set up a fire and pot outside for himself too? I don't get it now. Okay. Anand, ship technician. Taking care of every ship going through the port is a must. Is there anything of note nearby? Doesn't seem like there's anything special. The ships are sailing like normal and the ocean surface is calm. It's a good day. Hello. Hello, did you get here on a ship? If the vessel needs maintenance, please come see me. I take care of every ship going through the port. Good job. It's part of what I do. The only concern I have is manpower shortage. Competition between caravans has caused many artisans like us to change line of work. But I won't leave for my lover is a seafarer. I understand how important ship safety is. I hear there's an agency called the Communications Office in Lira that specializes in overseas shipping logistics. Don't you think that would solve the problem of cutthroat competition? Ja. Hier wollt auch nicht.
Wind rises.
So we can guarantee the quality of our gems and silk.
Der Young Commercial, aha. Kiwei Merchant. Eine Liebe-Tante, okay. Hello, welcome. What do you sell here? You will need to pre-order silk and jewelry. Only some of the raw materials are in stock items. Feel free to browse. Okay, das ist sogar fast schon interessant. Ich meine, 15k Mora sind jetzt nicht gerade wenig. Und die 10 Stück kann man halt an einem Punkt bekommen. Aber theoretisch, die müssten halt, keine Ahnung, 200 kosten. Dann könnte man sich die locker kaufen. Jeden Tag. Oder für 500 von mir aus. 1500. Ja, bis man sie einfach so sammeln kann. Ich weiß ja nicht. What is this place? This is a store authorized by the Lira Fayon Commerce Guild. In other words, the store has the permission of the Fayon Commerce Guild to do business. You can buy jewelry made of Lira gems and silk products made of Lira specialties. The silk and jewelry require time to be crafted, so please make a reservation if you need them. In addition, you can also buy some of the raw materials directly from us. How's business? Very good. The Samira people have their own unique style of weaving, but also seem to like Lira specialties. The local Samira embroidery is very interesting, and the Fayon Commerce Guild is trying to incorporate the characteristics of Samira textiles into their own products. Ja, wie es halt bei den Chinesen so üblich ist. Aus dem Ausland holen, gucken, kopieren und günstiger verkaufen. Well, fortunately, this kind of cultural handicraft doesn't seem to be considered an intellectual product forbidden for export by the academia. Or it would be difficult for us to ship back samples. Ja, die passen zumindest darauf auf, dass nicht abgekupfert wird einfach. So. Ich finde schön, dass hier so viele NPCs sind. Da ist eine riesige Kiste auf dem Schiff, die ich nie gesammelt habe. Oh mein Gott.
You even want this?
Ja, gerade das möchte ich, Skara. Xiaodong, Merchant Ship Captain. How comes it still not here after all this time? What are you waiting for? Cargo, I ordered. The tea and ore I brought are all sold out. I'm just waiting to load the blankets and spices from Smyrna so I can get back to Lero Harbor. I just saw spices out a long while ago that still doesn't showed up. My contact could only say that they're on the road. I think he's trying to stall me. It's better to wait at the dock myself. Good luck for you. Thanks, hope will work out as we expect. I've got some leftover materials after my last deal. Not that they are of poor quality, they're just a few extra pieces. You can take them if you don't mind.
Why is that shipment of spices still not
Okay. Ja, will die nur nicht weiter lagern müssen. Roshana Tavern hast es. Want a drink? Let the bartender know. And you are? Ah, as you see, just a staff member. So I don't make cocktails or wait on customers. After all, we have a bartender and Nesmer here. Nesmer could handle most of the work alone. The bartender actually owns the place. He doesn't want to offend customers, so he'll try to meet any of your demands. You dislike working here? I don't actually like it, but I don't hate it either. Overall, it's better than when I was with the Eremites, because I don't have to deal with those stiff researchers anymore. It's funny that even the power of Orkul is greater than knowledge. Wait, and see. A glass of something stronger is enough for those researchers to abandon rules. Ah, jetzt bin ich schon hier. Okay. August. Ist das schon der Steg? Ja, das ist der Steg. Hello, what can I help you with? And you are? I'm with the Eremites, hired by Acmea to be a guard here. What's important is the duty of the Eremites, not who I am. We are the only authorized mercenary organization in the entire Sumeru. Remember that, so you won't get cheated by scammers. If you need a competent, reliable bodyguard or watchman in Port Ormos, see our Captain Ferras. He's very blunt, but will give you good people. Neriman Porter. Hello, would you like to chat? And you are? I'm a local porter and I'm taking a break from my job. I was raised in the port. I'm the guy to talk to if you want to find out what's new around here. The long-term residents of Port Ormos are mostly traders and laborers who grew up around here. A lot of visitors and traders come here, but they tend to stick around only long enough to finish their business. For lodging, go to the hotel on the highland by the sea. Make sure to take the lift and spare yourselves a long climb up. Who else is there? Ah, right. The civil workers and Eremite mercs sent by Acmea. I'm not familiar with them and people usually don't bother them. We'd rather spend time drinking in Jafar Tavern. Die sagen immer so schön, ihr geht zum Fahrstuhl rüber, aber ich denke mir immer so, ja, wie komme ich auf die andere Seite jetzt rüber zum Fahrstuhl? Naja. Gut, da war ich. August habe ich gerade geredet.
Got it. You're
Matari. Next time someone wants to trade ships with you, don't agree to it. Yes, ma'am. The Eremites are too used to idling in the desert to know the importance of rules. If everyone switched shifts at will and didn't follow schedule, it will turn into a big mess. Yes, you're right. Even though you are mercenary hired by Acmea, your job of keeping law and order on the docks is as crucial as the researchers got it. Yes, I got it. Okay, das sind... Ah, okay. Das hatte ich hier gestern schon gesehen. Farbe, Cashier, whatever. Welcome. What are you selling? Well, I'm not familiar with every single product. Everything's displayed in the store for customers to check themselves. And there are some daily necessities here. Blankets, spatulas, umbrellas, glasses, stuff like that. How much is an umbrella? Huh? There's no price tag on it. Umbrella. I can't remember the price. Why don't you look for something else? Are you able to make any sales like that? I seem to be doing okay. I don't keep the books, so I'm not quite sure about this. Few customers come to our shop every day, but none of them are regular. The little girl often comes to the manager for business. That's the only familiar face I can remember. But I don't know what goods she delivers. The manager seems to be very respectful to her, but never displays what she's delivered to the store. Ah, die reden von Dori, oder? Also sie redet von Dori? Wahrscheinlich. Zack. Hier ist nichts. Ah, ich mag den Jet-Modus.
Everyone should check out Zubair Theater.
Achso, da war ich auch schon. Oh mein Gott, ich bin gleich durch. Nur der Platz hier. Hatte nicht einer gerade noch einen anderen Punkt? Hast du nicht noch was zum Reden gehabt? Einen zweiten? And you are... What's new? Well, to be honest, there's really been nothing much recently. It's good that everyone's living in peace and quiet, right? If I have to name something I haven't seen before, it's probably those strange people I saw when there was a sea monster warning a few days ago. Everyone was closing up, then some members of the Eremites pulling erect research along with them made a fuss about going out to sea. I've seen people avoiding sea monsters, but I've never seen people running to them. From what I heard, it seemed like they were studying marine life or something. I don't know if they made it back alive. If it was just to make a living, there was no need to put their own lives on the line like that. Gut. Die letzten paar Gespräche. Nesme, Tavern Hostess. We have a new wine today. A glass for you? What is this place? This is Jafar Tavern, the best in Port Ormuz. Our boss here can get a hold of any good wine. Nearby merchants, tourists, sailors, and my old friends from the Eremites all come here to indulge in drinking from time to time. And there's also the tasty appetizers. Personally, I think you can have them as meals, even without drinks. Das hätte ich auch gesagt auch noch machen können, die paar Gespräche hier. Aber gut. Old friend of the Eremites? Hey, sorry, I don't look like someone who's been in the Eremites, do I? But I was a veritable mercenary there. I could punch sea monsters in the face. Well, that was a joke. It's hard to beat a sea monster, but to deal with a couple of drunks, it's as easy as pie. Even when there's something I can't handle, I have the gorgeous, gentle, and powerful Roshana here. Anyone who annoys her will come to a bad end. Gorgeous and gentle. Shh, quiet, don't let her hear you. Every time I say something like that, she thinks I'm nagging and gives me the cold shoulder. I don't want that. To be honest, I left the Eremites for here because of Roshana. She's such a visionary. I enjoy much more freedom here than freelancing for the academia. But don't tell her I said that. I'll bribe you with some nice cooking. Okay.
Talk to the bartender if you want a drink.
Okay. Nesme steht auf Roshana. Good. Abanes, merchant. Something's not quite right recently. Looks like we need to get a couple more mercenaries. Is something up? Nothing serious, but something's not right either way. We have a ship in our caravan, right? I recently found out that the Snaya imports to the Academia have increased by quite a lot. Many caravans were surprised by this turn of events. Many agreed upon plans were disrupted. Also, I feel that the pirates have been making bigger moves these days. There have also been sightings of Kairagi in the open sea. I don't want to run into any pirate attacks. We've got to think of something.
Everyone should check out Zubair Theater.
Hm.
Feel free to look around.
Bin gespannt auf einen Piratenpatch mal irgendwann. Ach, es ist Nacht und jetzt seid ihr hier und jetzt habt ihr andere Gespräche. Verdammt, ich muss gleich wieder nochmal. Ah, egal.
Got it. Oh,
So.
then what happened next?
Does it have to be this way?
Say, if I wasn't such a worm, would I be more popular in school? Yeah, perhaps. Say, if I was agreeable as you, would I be on the terms with everybody? Yeah, probably. And say, if I was less blunt, mightn't I have gotten a promotion by now? Yeah, very likely. Do you think that a mediocre nobody like me is a disgrace to the expectations that lesser Gloxnali has of us? Yeah, wait, no. Don't say that. You're doing a very important job right now. Really?
Talk to
Okay.
the bartender if you want a drink.
Parisa.
Everyone should check out Zubair.
If you ask me, everyone should watch a show at Zubair Theater. About the Zubair Theater. In the Grand Bazaar of Zubair City, there's Zubair Theater. Bear Theater, full of song and dance. The manager Sheikh Zubair is a real genius. He knows playwriting and choreography, and even makes props. He excels in everything. Beautiful dancer, Nilo performs even better than ever with the choreography of Sheikh Zubair. You make yourself lucky if you ever get to see a dance at the Sub-Zero's Festival. About the Sub-Zero's Festival. The Sub-Zero's Festival is the festival celebrating the birthday of Sumeros deity, the Dendro Archon. It is said that in the ancient past, the goddess of flowers would dance at the Dendro Archon's birthday, and the Padisaras would bloom across the stage. Thus we call the Dendro Archon's birthday celebration the Sub-Zero's Festival.
Welcome.
Tell me about yourself. I'm just the most ordinary traveling scholar at Acmere. I'm nobody. If I had a gift for art, I probably wouldn't have gone to Acmere. Just a joke. There seems to be very few people at Acmere who have a thing for singing and dancing. Perhaps research papers take up most of the time. Studying is important. True, with knowledge you can live a better life, but we shouldn't be rigid in our studies. Only with a flexible mind can we unravel greater mysteries. Die to ingenuity, Amen. Amen. Hello, welcome to Jafar Tavern. Come in. About Jafar Tavern. Jafar Tavern is always the right place for dining in Port Ormuz. We offer the best wine, best food, and best service all under this roof. Your family when you are here, regardless of where you are from. Also, you are family when you are here. Okay. It's been a while. Hey, if it isn't my old customer. The truth is I was a traveling merchant in the desert before making enough money to start this establishment. Life was rough in the desert. The Eremites actually looked after me there, and that's why I helped those outlaws. But now I have nothing to do with them. You'll forgive me, right? Anything else? And I just managed to collect some fine wine every now and then for the business of the restaurant. Would you like to take some wine? Please take some. It's my sincere apology for what I did before. No wine? Then, I have this good sword given by an Eremite member. You can take that. But I was this pact with you from all walks of life. You don't want to hang around here unguarded. Habe ich noch down. Hatten wir in irgendeiner Quest mal den Typen? Kann mich nicht erinnern. Aber gut. Aber ich glaube, ich muss niesen, oder? Oh komm, jetzt enttäusche mich nicht. Ich wollte niesen. Verdammt. Berus. 7 monsters in Kairagi. Both troublesome issues. And you are? I'm the owner of a nearby merchant ship, and I mainly deal with import and export. If you have a good source of excellent goods or trade routes, please do acquaint me. Acquaint? We can talk about share ratios. It would be better if I can have a fine goods like gems and silks from Lero or Fontaine boats. Have some issues? You probably know that we cross-border merchants fear mishaps at sea the most. I'm a seasoned ship owner and very experienced in dealing with the issues, but the sea monsters still give me headaches. And they are so vicious Kairagi too. It's no joke when they sink fortunes. It's best to avoid things like these if possible. I need to plan my next sailing route now. Und ich kann nicht hier rein. Gut. Dann spule ich nochmal auf Tag eben kurz vor. Guck, ob hier irgendwas anders ist. Und dann kann ich eigentlich so Miro abschließen mit den Gesprächen. Hat sie ja nochmal in Grenzen gehalten. Er ist nur hier, ja, die ist hier. Er ist hier. Die stehen jetzt ja da zu arbeiten. Ja, nö. Das war dann ganz Sumero. War angenehmer irgendwie als halt. Als Sumero City. Aber ist ja auch nur die Nebenstadt.
Squall Fury.
Fairerweise. Aber gut. Überleg gerade. Boah, kann ich jetzt auch irgendwas anderes Sinnvolles machen? Damit habe ich gesprochen, damit habe ich gesprochen. Carbonate, ich habe mit allen Gegnern gesprochen. Das Einzige, was jetzt noch übrig bleibt, also, ja, die Bücher und die komischen Steine in der Wüste sammeln. Das könnte ich auch eventuell gleich machen, aber dann muss ich mir einen Guide raussuchen. Definitiv, wo ist mein Handy? Na, das liegt mir auf dem Bett, oder? Nö, hä? Wo zum Fick ist mein Handy? Egal. Na, dann kann ich gleich noch in der Wüste mich umgucken gehen. Die Steinplatten suchen, die mir noch fehlen irgendwie und die Bücher. Ja. Die letzte Quest in Sumero übrigens, die mir hier fehlt, die ist an die Gourmet Supremos gebunden. Dafür muss ich jetzt erstmal in Inazuma wieder irgendwie Quests machen. Da fehlen mir noch irgendwie, keine Ahnung, 2, 3 Quests angeblich. Aber gut. Sonst noch irgendwas, was ich machen könnte? Nö, ich habe mit allen geredet. Dann kann ich die Videos auch fertig machen. Dann werden das nicht mehr die letzten Videos sein in der Playlist. Nice. Aber gut. Ja, dann würde ich hier einfach dann Ciao sagen und beenden und dann gleich die Sachen raussuchen, die noch fehlen in der Wüste, die ich nicht gefunden habe, und dann kümmere ich mich gleich noch darum. Aber schon wieder 16 Uhr. Damn. Viel zu spät angefangen eigentlich heute, aber gut. Dann, ja, sage ich hier Ciao und bis dann.